Paramedic Sean Burton is on a call, but not a 911 call. He's here to chat with John Davis, a patient he already knows well.
Hey, John, how are you? It's been a little while.
Yeah. In 2008, I wound up calling probably about 40 times.
Davis has several medical conditions and an anxiety disorder that at one point had him calling 911 on a weekly basis. Each call brought an ambulance and an often unnecessary trip to the hospital.
Many folks call 911, in fact, to see if they really needed to call 911.
Matt Zavodsky works for MedStar, the company that provides ambulance service to Fort Worth, Texas. Zavodsky oversees a unique, first-of-its-kind program that gives frequent 911 callers here an option.
All right, so help's on the way. I'm going to ask you some questions to better help you until you arrive, okay?
Instead of automatically calling 911 when they're concerned, they now call a non-emergency number, and a specially trained paramedic responds to check them out. That same paramedic drops in on them weekly as well to do checkups. For folks like Davis, it's working. Instead of calling for help 40 times a year like in the past, this year he's on pace to use 911 just 4 times.
If something's majorly wrong, then they can call my doctor and say, hey, I may want to see him in the office today because he's messed up today, or he has a sore throat and he's not right.
The program turns 2 years old in July and has been studied by emergency responders from as far away as Hong Kong. MedStar says 911 calls from people in the program have dropped by 58%, and that translates to even more impressive numbers.
We have saved just our system almost $1 million in direct costs responding to those calls. We've saved the healthcare finance portion, the insurances that you and I pay for, over $4 million. And more importantly, we have returned over 11,000 bed hours to our local emergency departments that they could use for other patients waiting for beds in their emergency room.
But it isn't just about saving money. MedStar says the program also saves lives by educating patients about their conditions, even teaching them when to go to a hospital. And there have been many times when paramedics on their routine rounds found patients quite ill who needed to be transported.
I just was listless, and I just come in there and they take them and look at me. Oh, your pill's a ghost. You gotta go. Okay. First thing you do before you call the ambulance, call a wife and tell her where I am.
Paramedics say the most rewarding part is watching their patients improve.
It's not always a life-saving event. Sometimes it's just sitting down and holding their hand and talking to them about their day. Those are some of the greatest rewards, when you get to see the smile on their face and they tell you thank you for just being here for me.
So far, 140 people have been enrolled in the program. Some have done so well, they've graduated and are no longer in it. Rich Matthews, Associated Press, Fort Worth, Texas.